Fine. All right. As for your attendance, I will be taking it at the end of the session. You don't have to send me your roll number or anything like that. I'll take it. I'll take your attendance in the meeting itself. Okay. So please open the PowerPoint show. In the first slide, you can see what kind of rounds the recruitment process consists of. So it consists mainly of 3 rounds. The written test, which is your aptitude test. Now this entire thing, the written test, is done on a computer online. It's done by a company called CoCubes. It's a test prep company. So these guys conduct the exam for Capgemini. That is, Capgemini uses their test. So when it comes to your aptitude test, it consists of four sections, which we'll see in the next slide. But here, as you can see, that's round one. And in round two, you have a technical interview purely based on programming. And the final round is the HR round. So as you can see, the CTC is 3.8 lakhs per annum, and your job designation would be software engineer analyst, and it has a 2 years service agreement also. Please go to the next slide. So for your aptitude test, the 4 sections are quantitative aptitude. The second section is logical reasoning, but both these sections are bundled together. So you have 16 questions each for quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. So you have total of 32 questions for 50 minutes. Then you have an essay writing. This is also, the essay has to be typed in the software. Okay. It's a 300 word essay. There's a word limit of 300, and it goes on for about 30 minutes. And the next one is your pseudo coding, which is again multiple choice questions, 20 numbers for again half an hour. Please go to slide number 3. So as you can see, what's written over there is most of the topics are based on geopolitical issues. So you need to know the latest news. High chances are there that this COVID situation might be the topic or something related to that. Uh, in the last year and the year before that, they asked questions like, topics like demonetization and a few more, which we'll see in the next slides. This essay writing is also called the Capgemini paragraph writing test, and it is scored out of 10. So you need to score minimum 7 out of 10 to get through this particular round. If you go to the next page, you can see what they look at in your essay. Of course, your sentence structure has to be perfect in terms of English language. So you must have a 300-word essay with proper spellings, punctuation, so on and so forth. Main important thing over here is you need to divide into paragraphs. Uh, just remember, this is nothing new compared to what kind of essays that you've written in school or in college. It's the same stuff. They do not expect any hi-fi language or anything like that. So there's no need to use some long words or tough words or anything like that. No big points for that. They just want to see if you can frame sentences properly. So you need to divide your essay into paragraphs. Normally, what you have in an essay is an introduction, body, and conclusion. So minimum 3 paragraphs. The body can be split into 2 or 3 paragraphs again. So if you go to the next slide, you can see the most important thing is the quality of content. You need to have good quality of what you write. Do not repeat any sentences. Normally, how you write an essay is when you get a topic, there are various ideas that come to your mind. So you note them on to a rough sheet, put them in order, and then expand and write. So let's say you write down about 10 to 12 points. Based on that, you can expand and write. That's the best way to write an essay. Uh, these 4 topics that they've given over here were asked in the last 2 to 3 years in Capgemini. So as you can see, the first one is hard work or talent. Second one, they're asking you to differentiate between knowledge gained with experience compared to knowledge gained from books. The third topic is about cloning. You would have heard about animal cloning and human cloning, all in a research stage. Um, Animal cloning has already been done. You must have heard of the sheep, but here they're talking about cloning related to capturing talent. So, suppose a human is cloned, and this guy is a good performer at work. So, you keep cloning these humans, and you can, hire them. So, they're talking about that. Quite an imaginative topic as such. The last one is they're talking about video games. Many of you, I'm sure, play video games, but some of them are quite violent. So they're asking about how they affect children in a negative manner. The next slide is the most important slide. This shows what you're supposed to, how you're supposed to frame the essay. So obviously you have an introduction, then you have uh, in the introduction, you're going to talk about what you're going to introduce, what you're going to write in the essay. So it's like a precinct. You start off with an idea of what you're going to write in the essay. When it comes to the body, please give unique points of view. That's really important. As I said earlier, do not repeat sentences. This is not like a university exam where you keep writing a lot of stories. Please don't do that. Uh, you need to give different points of view. As I said earlier, you would have written 10 to 12 points in a rough sheet, right? So make sure that all the points are different. The main thing that will help you over here to prove your points of view are your real-time evidence and examples. If you state some facts and if you give some personal examples, they'll help your point of view. And then you conclude the essay. It's a summary of what you have written. So I've seen a lot of students just, saying that whatever I've said above is what I mean. I mean, that's not a conclusion. Please make sure that you have some kind of a futuristic approach, some kind of solution that you can give. Uh, though that would be a good conclusion as such. We will see an example in the example of an essay. It's coming in the next few slides. But then, as you can see, evaluation pointers, how they correct your essay. Okay, so within 300 words, whatever paragraphs you divide, obviously, as I said, unique points of view. But the second point is coherence. Coherence means flow of thought. That is from one sentence to the next, to the next. Similarly, one paragraph to the next. What is the flow? How does it, is it good enough for a person when he reads the essay? That's called coherence. Okay. So when you put your points in order, make sure that the flow is good. Point number 3 is your sentence structure. So you need to make sure that all your sentences are perfect in terms of grammar. So you have your tenses, active, passive voice, all aspects of grammar as such. One main point you need to notice, please don't make long sentences. The longer the sentence, more are the chances for making errors. So on an average, I would say about 8 to 10, maybe 12 words in a sentence. That should do. Okay. Of course, your spellings, in terms of punctuation, please stick with commas and full stops. That's more than enough. You need not use colons, semicolons, quotes, single quote, double quote, all that stuff, dash, all that stuff is not necessary. Please stick with commas and full stops so errors are minimized. When it comes to capitalization, please make sure that you capitalize the beginning of a sentence and proper nouns. Proper nouns are names of places, names of persons. That's all. Now sometimes I've noted some students capitalize an entire word. You should not do that because it's not proper English. If you want to highlight any word or anything like that, please don't capitalize the entire word. You need not do that. Okay, that's wrong, and it will attract penalty. And the last and most important point is repetition. As I said earlier, if you do not have enough points, don't take a previous point, change the words, and then try to say the same thing again. It can be easily found out as a repetition. So please come up with new ideas regarding the topic. Make sure all the points are different, but at the same time related to the topic. Okay. In the next slide, we have, as you can see, how they cut points. If you have 0 or 1 error only, obviously you get full marks. But then the more the errors, they keep cutting down your points. So that's how they score your essays. You can go through this in detail later. In the next slide, you can see there is a sample essay on how technology is connected people. Beautifully written. Uh, as you can see, paragraph paragraph wise, he has split it. So please give a tab in the beginning of any paragraph. At the same time, what he has mentioned in the introduction. So he's talked about how technology. I'm not going to go through in detail. Just giving you a rough idea on how he has written the essay. So in the introduction, he's talking about what he's going to talk in the essay. So he's talking about travel, he's talking about world and local news, and he's talking about education. So these are the points he's going to mention in the 3 paragraphs in the body. So you have one introduction paragraph, 3 paragraphs in the body, and finally one conclusion paragraph. So as you can see, uh, in the second paragraph, that is in the body, uh, he has mentioned about travel, and he gives an example of a GPS system, how they help us. So please make sure that you give examples and real-time evidence. This will help you a lot. In the next paragraph, he talks only about news, and in the next paragraph, it's purely about education, how technology helps students learn. Very similar to what we are doing right now, as we are using Google Meet to connect with each other. So there's some learning happening, and teachers can how teachers teach, how students learn. All that stuff is possible only because of this technology. And then he has a lovely conclusion where you can see that ultimately technology makes people's lives easier. So he says in the end that many more technological innovations will come up in the future, which will help us lead a better life. So that's about it. In the next 2 pages, you can see there's a huge list of topics which they have already asked in Capgemini. Okay, so you can go through these, try to prepare yourself with these topics, and that's about it. Now, this PowerPoint show is over. What you need to do is an assignment and submit it before end of day today. Um, I have created a link in Moodle. It's an assignment, so you need to write an essay. I will send you uh, the details right now in this meeting. Just hold on for a minute. Let me do that. Okay, so you need to go into the normal Moodle site lms.savita.ac.in. In the aptitude general section, you have one assignment called 2020 crash course Capgemini essay. Okay, I sent you a chat message right now in this meeting. The topic is impact of social networking sites. Okay, so please do this and submit it before end of day today. Okay, so we are done with this session. So all I need to do now is take your attendance. So when I'm going to call you according to your roll number only. So when your turn comes, please switch on your mic and present yourself. Is that all right? Have you guys received the text message? Okay, fine. So when your turn comes, you know your roll number order. So please, everybody, please don't put your mic on. When you have your turn coming at that point of time, you can put your mic on. Okay. Uh, Aditya, Aditya available? Okay. Ashika. Okay. Abhilash. Abhilash not there. Abhinaya not there. Abita. Okay. Anisa Begum. Okay. Katharina. Okay. Chandra Gausalya. Not there. Christy Joseph. Okay. 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 Christy Joseph. Chandra Gausalya is not there. Huh? Okay. Okay. Deepika. Divya. Gayatri. Gomati. Gopi Krishna. Gaushik. Uh, Hari Priya. Jaisurya. Okay. Janani. Janaranjini. Karthik. Karthik is there? Okay. Kani Mallar. Okay. Khatija. Kavita. Karunya. Kritika. Okay. S. Kritika. Magesh. Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi not there. Manjuri. Meghala. Monica. Pawan Kumar. Not there. Pavitra. R. Number 36 roll number. Number 36. Not there. Number 37. Pavitra. Okay. Esper. Who is that, ma? 36 or 37? Okay. 36 is not here. 38. S. Pavitra. Okay. Praveen Kumar. Not there. Praveen Raj. Priyadarshini. Priyanka. Ravi Bharti. Riyash Ahmed. Rupavati. Sabari Velan. Sadan Sheikh Khan. Shakti Dasan. Sharada. Saranya. Saranya not there. Saravanan. Okay, ma'am. 51 இல்லையா? Okay. Saravanan P. Not there. Satish Kumar. Sherlin. Okay. Shireen Fatima, Sneha, Sonika, Soundarya, Srikanth, Vignesh. Not that. 51 na. Saranya. Okay. Right. Okay. Did I miss out anyone? No. Okay. I guess that's about it. This session is over. Have a good day, but please don't forget to write the essay. I mean, you have to type it in Microsoft Word. Please don't write it or anything. Please type it in Microsoft Word and save it as a Word file or a PDF, doesn't matter, and upload it before end of day today in Moodle. Okay, I've sent you the text message. Okay, okay, that's about it. Let's wind up. Have a good day. Bye bye.